finish this. The best thing that happened to my body after 40 was
explanting.
Ooh,
Explanting. Yeah.
explanting. Why? Tell me more.
It would have surprised me if you had told my younger self that. I had 5 sets of implants over 30 plus years. Started when I was 19. And no matter what happened wrong with them, I kept thinking it's the implant. It's the surgeon. It's the company. It's not my body. They want them. And when I finally woke up and actually explanted because of the problems, it was inflammation just left my body. I have felt amazing.
Tell me what kind of inflammation? How? Like you just face was puffy? Like what?
It's so wild. I had 5 sets over all these years. My final set was a gel implant, a gel silicone implant. The kind it's a preformed gummy, the kind that was never supposed to rupture. Okay. And my surgeon who had put those in, she actually put them over the muscle and cleaned out an old pocket, saying that would force me not to get capsular contracture. I kept getting a capsular contracture where you get this hardening scar tissue. Yeah. And I think now it's almost your body's way of trying to get it out of your body or trying to protect you from the implant. So she forced it to not get capsular contracture. So after I had that final set, I was gaining weight. I was puffy. My face was getting puffy. I was starting to have a lot of pain and inflammation. I started getting injured a lot. I never really correlated any of it together, even though people were talking more about BII and explanting. And I would get a few comments on fitness videos like, oh, you look like you have BII. And I thought people were crazy. What are you talking about? But it wasn't until I went through my own health scare with a crazy blood sugar dysregulation. And I was trying to get to the bottom of what that was. In fact, I ended up in the hospital trying to understand what was going on with this blood sugar dysregulation. And when I was going through all that, I had met my insurance deductible and I thought, well, I might as well just do every test. And I remember I went and got a mammogram and the mammogram showed I had a total rupture on this gel implant. And my surgeon said, that's impossible. They don't rupture. I flew to LA. She did an ultrasound on it, confirmed there's definitely a rupture, did a breast MRI, confirmed there's a major rupture. So when I went to go replace them, a different surgeon out here in Arizona said to me, Natalie, you've had them, 5 sets over all these years. I am a plastic surgeon, but I would advise just take them out, see what your body does. And if you want them back in, we'll put them back in 6 months. But let's just see. He took them out and it was instant, the change in me. Like I couldn't believe it. Inflammation just left my body. And I'm happy to send you a picture to insert in here. But yeah. I didn't look overweight. I didn't look anything. I just looked like a perimenopause woman that was maybe getting a little bit thicker, puffy. I blamed it on age and menopause. The difference in my body in a 4-week period was like 15 pounds that's not fat. That's water, inflammation. Whoa. It was night and day. My body just went back to how it always was, which really set me on a spiral of detoxing. Like, what else do I need to be removing? Like, what else do I need to be looking at? So that was, when you say what was the biggest thing, that was the biggest surprise and thing I wish I knew earlier for me.
I think it's also so interesting because I don't think the BII, is that a formally recognized?
I don't even know that it is or isn't. And I don't relate necessarily with the BII community. I'm not even the one that's going to tell every woman to take out their implants. Look, I was there. I got them at age 19. I still miss them sometimes. Sometimes I look and I'm like, oh, I miss what that looked like, right? However, I cannot deny how much my body's changed, how I feel different. So many things that I just blamed on menopause or getting older, I'm now really understanding the toxic load bucket. It's not just implants. It's all these other things. It's old root canals. It's the products that we use. It's heavy metals. It's mold. It's a lot of things. Some people are fine with all of it. Some are fine with a little. I think my bucket had tipped over. And I think the implants, my body had been fighting them for years. I kept suppressing and ignoring and denying. That was a big part of that bucket.
That's awesome. I'm like, congratulations too, because I think that there's also a little bit of, I don't know if it's grief or a grieving process to sort of let that go, because I think as women, we're like, you have to look like this, and if you're in the fitness industry, you have to be thin, but you have to somehow not lose your breasts.
I still struggle with it, Stephanie. I mean, I remember being 19 and having nothing, like literally nothing. And I worked at one of my first jobs as a waitress was at Hooters when I was 19 years old. That's what I remember doing. And I remember literally getting made fun of for it. But the girls there were getting them and I just thought, I'm going to get them too.
and tips.
Yep.
And they were getting, and all the
right.
things. Right.
That's right. And I loved them. And I wore them proudly. And, I made excuses for them, even though I had 5 surgeries. Like, what was wrong? 5 times. Kept replacing them.
Yeah.
So I understand when women struggle with it. Sometimes you'll get mean comments like, oh, you must have been insecure. Well, yeah, I was insecure. When you're made fun of as a kid and then at 19 for that, I was insecure and I did get them. I admit it. And it still was a part of me for 30 years. So it's a little weird. I mean,
and sorry, not to throw in a biblical quote, but he who has not sinned, cast the first stone. Name one person who is not insecure about something.
That's right.
It might be physical, it might be mental, it might be your upbringing, it might be we all have insecurities. And for many women, we are judged based on how we look.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I live right now in Scottsdale. I go back between Southern California and Scottsdale, and both of them are kind of meccas of plastic surgery. And I don't unsee it. I see women, and I look at them, and I have these moments of missing them, but I also know how I feel now, and I will not put them back in. So I've embraced the A cup.
Yeah, embrace the A cup. I love it. It needs to be a t-shirt.